I cannot speak words today. Hello, good morning, or good evening whenever you're watching this. I hope you are doing well. My name is Catherine, and today we are going over my February TBR. So in the month of January, I managed to read 14 books, and I do anticipate being able to read about the same amount in the month of February. At least my hope is to keep on this 10 to 15 book a month trend that I have been on for the past couple months. That being said, I am participating in a couple different readathons, as well as of course my Grishaverse Readalong that I am hosting. So without further ado, let's get into this TBR. As always, I'm not going to give huge summaries or anything of these books. That's what my wrap-ups are for. I'm just going to be going over all the different books that I plan on hopefully being able to get through this month. So first category is what I'm calling my rollover books. These are books that I had on last month's TBR that I just, for whatever reason, didn't really get to. I was in a bit of a reading slump the past week and a half of January. I picked back up, thank goodness, but it was not looking good for a little while there. So firstly, those rollover books. I will be reading Dear Justice by Nick Stone. This is the sequel to Dear Martin, a book that I just absolutely loved. I read it this year and it hurt, I cried, and I'm already about 75 pages into this one, and I'm anticipating it hurting just as much, if not even more. So I'm excited to finish this and just appreciate Nick Stone's writing because I love her writing style. I think it's just beautiful. A book that I have had on my TBR for so many months, and it's going to happen this month, I swear. And that book is I Hope You Get This Message by Farinaz Rishi. I don't know why, but for some reason I just keep on not picking it up or even just forgetting that I have it. But it is a sort of sci-fi type book, end of the world type deal, and I'm excited to read it. I don't know why I've been putting it off, but it's happening. It will happen this month, I swear. And of course, similar to that one is Bonecryer's Moon by Catherine Purdy. This book has been on my TBR so many times. It's a witch hunters type situation. That's my jam. I love that. Maybe a little enemies to lovers. Maybe I was just so mad at what is it called? Blood and Honey. I don't even know what the sequel is called. I was so annoyed with that book. I couldn't read this one, but I'm ready. It's happening. And again, this is another book that has been on my TBR several months in a row. So prioritized. And then of course a book that I had put on my TBR last month and I just again never got a chance to get around to it was An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. After my good friend Mare from Mare Reads, she read this last month and absolutely loved it, and I trust her taste completely, so definitely going to be reading this one, and hopefully I'll get to the rest of the series as well. I definitely have put it into my brain where if a series is fully out, I'm just going to binge them because otherwise I'll never get to the sequels, and I have such a bad memory that I'll forget what happened in the first book and I'll just never complete the series. That's who I am. But this one I'm hopefully going to read this month, and then probably next month I'll read the rest of the series. And last on those rollover books from last month is A Curse of Roses by Diana Pengucha. This book I was sent by Entangled Teen. I don't know why they sent it to me, but I appreciate it. If y'all want to send me more books, you have my address now. But yeah, again, I meant to read it last month, didn't get a chance to. This is also a priority because I was sent the book, so I should be a good person and read the book that was sent to me. Then of course we have the Grishaverse Readalong, which we are now on our third book, which is Rune and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I am so excited to finish the Grisha trilogy, and we've had so much fun talking about these books and on our Discord and on our live shows. It's just always such a good time, and I'm also obsessed with all my fellow hosts. They're all so cool, and I just wish I was as cool as them. I don't know how I ended up in this situation, but I love it. If you want to join our read along, there is totally enough time. In fact, this book, we're taking actually 3 weeks before our live show. Feel free to join in and read the rest of the books as well. Read the first 2 as well as this one. And come chat with us because it's been a good time. And we will also be starting on Six of Crows, which I'm so excited about. Ignore these tabs. These tabs mean nothing. This was what I did before I knew really what tabbing was. But yeah, Six of Crows, I'm so excited to get back into this duology. It will be my 4th time reading the duology, I believe. And I'm so excited. So yeah, join us. Everything, all the links and everything are down below. This month I will also be participating in Blackathon, which is a month-long readathon. This readathon, of course, focuses on Black authors. I am going to be team science fiction / fantasy, of course, because it's what I read. I will put the links and all the information and stuff down below as usual. I'll be reading 3 books for this readathon. The first one for the prompt, oh man, these prompts are long, so I'm gonna have to read it. For the prompt, Read a Woods, which is read a book about a character that traverses the realm and heavily embodies Black spiritualism / spirituality. What was the word that I just said? What came out of my mouth just now? A book about a character that traverses the realm or heavily embodies Black spirituality / spiritualism. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. For this one, I am going to be reading The Deep by River Solomon. This is a book that is based off of a song written by Daveed Diggs and his rap group. I'm very excited to read this book because it sounds fascinating. The second prompt is for Trade Thompson, and this is a book where a Black protagonist encounters an alien civilization / alien technology. For this prompt, I'll be using the group book, which is The Lesson by Cadwell Turnbull. It involves aliens. I don't know. I'm excited. I have a very sci-fi fantasy TBR this month. You'd think it'd be romance because, you know, February, but alas, nah. Lastly, for Octavia Butler, it's a book where there is time travel, that is a major component to the story. And of course, I gotta read Kindred by Octavia Butler. It's just fitting. And I think I read somewhere that this was the first science fiction book written by a Black female writer. So I'm very excited for that. I also had no idea that that was the first one, so that's cool. So those are all the books for Blackathon, and then I am also going to be participating in the Ariana Grande Readathon. Now, I have to admit, I'm not a huge Ariana Grande fan. I enjoy her music. It's fun. If you asked me to name more than 3 songs by her, I probably couldn't tell you, but some of my really good friends are running the readathon, and I also saw the prompts and was like, wow, all of these prompts work for books that I already either really want to read or have already planned to read this month, so why not also participate in this? Again, links to everyone and everything are down below. I am going to be combining some of the prompts. So for the first 2 prompts, which is yours truly, which is to read a debut novel, and My Everything, which is to read a sad book, I'll be reading I'm Not Dying With You Tonight by Kimberly Jones and Gilly Seagal. I bought this book 6 months ago, and I keep on meaning to read it. It's a super short book, and it sounds really sad, so I've kind of been putting it off because I have not really been in the mood for a sad book. I have read sad books, but I haven't wanted to actively pick up books that I knew were sad. So there we go. Next, for Dangerous Woman, is to read a thrilling book and or a book with a strong female main character. And for this one, I will be reading the group book, which is Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. I remember seeing this book everywhere when it first came out. It sounds fascinating and also really sad. This also sounds like a sad book. I don't know. I'm just gonna be sad this entire month apparently. Then I will be combining the prompts of Thank You Next, which is read a book that's out of your comfort zone or that you think you won't like, and read a steamy book. I don't mind reading steamy books. I actually, they're fine. They're good. I enjoy them. However, for this prompt, I will be using probably one of the Bridgerton books because I've been reading them because I committed to reading them, but I haven't exactly been enjoying them. So in terms of a book that you think you won't like, at this point I've read like 3 of them. I doubt I'll like fully like any of them. I might be surprised though. So anyway, I'll use one of the Bridgerton books for this. Lastly is Sweetener, which is to read a light and fluffy book, and for this one I will be reading Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. I am so lucky. I like won this book as a giveaway on Instagram. So this book comes out next month, so I definitely want to read it this month because I have it. So I might as well. Okay, so those are all the books that I am planning on reading in February. I'm very excited. It's a lot of books, but it's no more than what I read. Wait, how many? 1, 2? Yeah, I read 14 last month. I can easily read 14 this month, I'm sure. That's my February TBR. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them, for sure. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit subscribe. I also have all my social media links and things, whatever, you can find me places down below. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, bye!